green screen it out.
Very cool.
If you want to.
Yeah,
All right,
I think
guys.
Rob switched over to that, and
We are live. So thanks, everyone, for joining us on this early Saturday morning, at least early in Denver and even earlier in California, where one of our players is. So today we're going to be doing a Pathfinder 2 Society adventure called Flames of Rebellion. If you type ! Flames, you can kind of see the link to the Paizo website. So bear with us. We're still all learning. I've DM'd a few games now, so I'm starting to get the hang of it, but might take us a little time. So welcome, and I'm going to let each of the players introduce themselves, and we'll just jump right in. So we're going to start from right to left. Switch it up. Shrika, why don't you start and tell us who you are? And
all right, Urash54 on the interwebs. I'm playing Shrika, who's a barbarian, level 3. Yes, this
That's
week
right.
we're bumped up, and she's got some new powers that I'm going to be facilitating. And she is a wacky barbarian that just likes running in and not thinking.
awesome. Kyra?
Hello.
Okay. There you
go. DM Stretch. I'm playing Kyra, the human cleric. Again, now level 3. DM Stretch, TTR RPG player and DM, and also world builder. You can find me on Twitch under DM Stretch.
Awesome. Thank you much. And how about Mercial? Chuck?
To talk, sorry. I'm Babunsky, Chuck. I work for Trollord Games, the community director for them, and I am playing a 3rd level rogue. He's a pretty decent fellow, other than the fact that he likes to, steal. But we've got new powers today and stuff. I've got to get familiar with that. Should be interesting. Looking forward to it. And I'm also new to Pathfinder 2 as well. So and somewhat new to Unity too. So yeah, this is a learning experience all the way around. Appreciate you, Gwydon, for having me on.
Absolutely. And Stooner?
I'm Lazy Stooner. I'm playing Alchemist Goblin. I didn't really get any new special powers, but my Alchemist bombs hit significantly harder.
Oh, nice. And I don't know if you got... I think... Did you get any new bombs at all, or no, they're just stronger?
Yeah, I got one new bomb. 2 of them are stronger, and apparently this guy can hold his breath like it's, his life depends on it. That's cool.
I think I remember seeing that. And if you guys didn't see, I did put links in... I think it's in the Notes tab. One of those, the deities or the Notes tab. You can click on the PDF if you want to take a look at it while we're playing, for whatever reason. So I'm the GM today, Gwydion, and obviously you know where to find me if you're here. You can find me on the Fantasy Ground forums quite a bit, sometimes on the Sirenscape forums, and try to jump in and answer questions. So anyway, thanks for being here, and we're going to just jump right in. So I'm going to share a handout that you all received from the Venture Captain. I'm going to share both the actual handout, but then another one that is easier to read because I can never read these very well. So there's the actual handout, but I'm going to give you the story entry as well. And there's the story entry. So I'll read it for the stream while you guys take a look at it. So it reads, "To my illustrious associates, I hope this missive finds you in good health. Recent news from out of the River Kingdoms has made the Society aware of important histories that may have been resting directly under our noses for the past several centuries. One of the founding Pathfinders, a woman named Corinna Napsinar," why do they always have names that are hard to pronounce? Anyway, "whose exploits in the chronicles have often had curious gaps and omissions, appears to have once had a temporary lodge in or near what is today the town of Sourton. I implore you to travel there and speak to the locals. See if you can track down any documents or records of Napsinar's time in the area or the purpose of her lodge. You should find an ally in Sourton, which is a town several days away, in the form of the town's mayor, Thalia Andares. Several years ago, the Society assisted Thalia in navigating a difficult situation with her father, and she has remained a trusted and reliable ally ever since. Her knowledge of the town and its families should quicken your investigations immensely. If you discover that the lodge still stands or any of its contents have been preserved, please do your best to obtain any documents or possessions of the society that remain. Once you have obtained whatever evidence there is to obtain, please report back to me here in Almas. Yours most sincerely, Venture Captain Brackett. So after you receive that, you head towards the town of Sourton, and it's a pretty long trek. It's several days north from the Andorran coast, which is where you were in Almas. And as you arrive, I'll share this with you. You arrive in the town of Sourton, and it's primarily comprised of row upon row of neatly kept vineyards, interspersed with old stone villas built in the Chilaxian style. Each plot of grapevines is accompanied by vats for crushing grapes and extruding their juice, along with a large warehouse for storing and aging the wine. The vineyards bustle with the busy hands of numerous workers through the packed dirt and cobblestone roads, have few other travelers during these industrious hours. So as you guys look at the vineyards, you see crews, and you see a couple people managing the crews, and basically they're it looks like they're tending to the vines. They're doing some weeding, trying to make sure that the grapes and the have room to grow, and it looks like they're applying some of the pesticides that keep the brush down so that the grapes can grow themselves. And you see the people kind of checking out the grapes to see what level of growth they're in, and what needs to be tended to keep them moving. So there's a fair bit of activity as you guys come towards the village. So what would you like to do?
I pull my hood over my cloak over top of my head, kind of lower my head, and just try to look inconspicuous with this band. But I'm gonna try to appear to be very curious about nothing. But I will be trying to perceive whatever I can, anything unusual with what's going on with the activity in the town and such.
Okay.
I'll just walk forward fairly casually, keep an eye out on anything. Quite a relaxed, happy look on my face. If people want to talk to me, I'll appear approachable. Other than that, I won't go out of my way to bother anyone. I'll just sort of take in the sights.
Okay.
Shrika's gonna quickly put her river stone away that she was sharpening her bastard sword with, put it in her pocket, and sheath her weapon, and kind of try to look casual, struggling.
Okay.
Yeah, Fombus will be asking a million questions at once about the fermentation process to see if he can use it in his alchemical formulas, and just constantly, shooting hundreds and hundreds of questions out at people.
So are you now? Is that your party, or are you shooting out questions for people in the vineyard?
People in the vineyard.
Okay. So there's a manager there that looks like he's probably the vineyard manager, and he kind of looks you all over, and he engages you in conversation, and he seems very pleased to have someone that he can talk wine with, and he talks to you about the growth of the vineyards and how you have to worry about phylloxera, which is something that occurs when you don't bind the rootstock correctly. And that's something that can really destroy vineyards. And he talks to you a bit about what may be an interesting way to deal with fermentation that might improve your bombs a bit. And so he engages you for a while, and then he kind of steps back and just kind of looks up, and he's like, well, what are you all here for? Certainly not just to talk to me about how to use the fermentation process in your bomb making.
No, we're here to meet with your mayor. I don't know how much more I'm supposed to tell you based on what I was told, but we're from the Pathfinder Society, and we're looking for an old friend's or an old captain's lodge that was around here previous. And your mayor, we were told your mayor might have more information for us.
Ah, Thalia Andares, yes. He happily directs you and points you towards a large villa, and he says, the old Sour Estate is just up the road there, and I think the mayor would be happy to talk to you.
Perfect.
And Stooner, make a note on your character sheet that the first bomb that you throw, give yourself a +1 circumstance bonus to accuracy, just because you've talked to these guys and you've learned a little bit of knowledge. So give yourself a +1 to your first attack.
Sweet, thank you.
Yep. All right. So do you guys kind of head towards the direction of the estate that he pointed towards?
Yes.
All right. So you guys head farther in through the vineyards, and you reach what appears to be the old Sour Estate. It's surrounded by vineyards all around it. It looks like some fresh soil. It's clear that it's been rebuilt recently. And as you get closer to the estate, you see a woman come out, and she hails you and says, "Hey there, strangers." And it looks like a human woman in mid-30s, long dark hair, and she has a large smile on her face. She seems really friendly, and she kind of walks up towards you and says, "You must be the Pathfinders Brackett told me to expect. I've done a little digging on your behalf, but haven't turned up much yet. Why don't you all join me in the veranda for a glass of wine while we talk about your mission here? Would that be okay?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've got some of this good wine. I'm looking forward to tasting your local wine.
Awesome. So she leads you. She turns and leads you up towards the veranda and escorts you to a table, and she goes and brings back a bottle of red wine and 4 glasses, and she proceeds to pour for each of you and herself, and she takes a seat on the lounge, and she starts to sip a bit of the red wine and says, please, help yourself, and please drink with me. And she proceeds to sit back and says, well, what can I do to assist you? Thanks for the bits, man. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate it, Chuck.
Hey, company money.
Nice. Well, then more. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I really appreciate it.
So Shrika is going to say, we've been advised that you're a friend to the Pathfinders. We're here from the Pathfinders, and we're trying to investigate the lodge that one of our co-founders put together in the area, and we're just curious to maybe where it is and why she established a lodge in your area.
And she nods and takes another sip of her rosé, and which is the red wine that she poured. And to be candid, the wine, it's kind of a sour red. I mean, at least there's a lot of it. It's not the best quality you've ever had, but she continues to sip on it. And she says, well, I don't know a lot, but the Strickman Winery was built long before I was born. But from what I was able to find in the old records about Sourton, the land the lodge was built on was bought by Ven Strickman's great-great-grandfather about 100 years ago. Apparently, Ven's ancestors was a pathfinder, so he might be able to tell you more. Be patient, though. Ven likes to talk and take his time getting to the point, particularly when he's interrupted before he finishes his thought.
We appreciate the warning. Is there anyone else that might be old enough to know some of the legends or some of the history around our previous Pathfinder in the town?
She says, no, Ven is one of Sourton's oldest residents, and, he's passable as a vintner and a winemaker. But if anybody can tell you in town anything about the Pathfinders, what they were doing back then, when they still owned it, Ven will most definitely be the one.
Resting.
So she finishes her glass of wine and kind of looks to you. And what did you think? What do you think of our red here?
I nod my head. It's quite nice. I quite like it.
Excellent. I appreciate that. We try hard here.
Yeah, I'll go with, I'm not much of a drinker considering I play with fire bombs all day.
Nice.
Sketchy.
It's generally not a wise thing.
Yeah, Shrika's going to say, we're a cautious lot. As we investigate these types of things, we want to know all the angles. this may be a personal thing, so if you choose not to answer, that's up to you. But we've come to know that there was an issue with your father in the past. Can you provide any details on that so we don't get side-swapped by something related to that?
And she says, my father didn't appreciate wine quite to the extent I did, so he got himself into a little bit of a mess. We all have to apply certain pesticides to make sure that the grapes grow and that they are free from taint. And he unfortunately took some liberties, and the pesticides that he used were banned, and it took us a long time to recover from that. But the venture captain helped me out, and I will never forget his helping us kind of weave through those challenging times. I just made that up. I have no idea. It wasn't in the story. So she says, anything else I can do for you? And she gives you directions of where Ven Strickman's winery is, and she mentions that it's over on a hilltop, just about 15-20 minutes walk from where you are.
Oh, no, we should be good. I'm sure we'll find our way there, and we'll keep you in the loop.
Should be no problem.
Thank you for the information. I'll turn to the group. So, should we get going now?
One last quick question. Are there any town guards or that type of thing that we should let them know that you're endorsing our endeavors?
She says, no, the vineyards here, it's this town is a pretty easygoing town, and you shouldn't have any problems. If you do, certainly tell them that you've met with me, and if they need to come talk to me, they will, but you should have no problems here.
Excellent.
So as you guys head out, and it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, about 15-20 minute walk, and you noticed a winery that rests on the hilltop ahead, and it's surrounded by fields with neatly ordered rows upon rows of grapevines and trellises. You see what looks to be both white grapes, so Chardonnay, Pinot Gris. You see red grapes, and which you're not really sure what type they are, but as you walk through, you see a winery that's built of dark, well-polished wood, and then steps leading up the front door, grooved with the passage of many feet. And you notice an older gentleman that's sitting in an old walking chair in the shade that's covered by a deck that looks like it's the front porch of the winery. He's a human man. He has a long gray beard. He kind of smiles a bit as you walk up the steps, and his teeth are stained kind of a light magenta color, which you assume is from years of tasting the wine his families have produced. And he raises a hand, and he waves vigorously at you, and he says, "Well, hello there, friends. Welcome to Sourton. Thalia let me know you were coming. Grab a chair and sit a spell."
Thank you. Say quite enthusiastically as I take a seat.
And he looks to the rest of you. And
I'll sit down and take a seat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shrika will sit down and look like she's ready to jump, though.
he says, "Oh, welcome. Thanks for coming here. This has been a challenging harvest year. One of the most challenging in hundreds of centuries. We've had fires, smoke taint, the very, very challenging to keep these vineyards going. I remember, once, 50 years ago, we had a harvest like this, and makes for very, very challenging conditions. But this family, we've been making wine here since probably before many of you were born, and he just continues to talk and tell you stories of back in the day and how his vineyard has been. He tries to pause every now and then to take a sip of water, but he definitely likes to talk about his vineyard and the history in the town.
Without interrupting a story, like when he takes a pause, really excitedly, I'll say, like, I hear your vineyard has some legacy with the Pathfinders too.
And his eyes, they get kind of glassy for a second, and then they snap back into focus, and he says, well, round about 100 years or so, my pappy's pappy bought this here land from a feller from the Pathfinder Society. Got a great deal, too, on account of how he was a Pathfinder himself. My pappy's pappy, that is, of course the fella selling the land, was a Pathfinder as well. Anyways, this wasn't a great place for the lodge at the time. Too much going on. Too many folks riled up about Pathfinders. Your group hasn't always had the best reputation in all parts. Though you're all less welcome round here. Where was I? Oh, right, the old lodge. It was a big to-do at the time, on account of the money from the sale of this here estate being used to buy the deed to Diggins Rest, an old keep about 100 miles east of here. Folks round these parts know the stories about the battles and such fought round there back during the Empire days, and supposedly there wasn't a ghost or some such. Pathfinders at the time figured it was a proper place to keep their books and such. Ghosts to keep the visitors away, you know? Funny thing is, I don't know as that Pathfinder ever came back through here. Maybe they still out at Diggins Rest, maybe they went somewhere else. Your best bet probably to go look for yourself. I can mark it on a map for you, or close enough, and I'm sure you can get supplies for the hike here in town. I'm going to give you guys that story entry just since there was kind of a bit of information if you ever want to go back and look at it. Unfortunately, I think the way this was converted, a lot of the apostrophes show up as these little square these little rectangles, but anyway. There you go. And he kind of, after he goes through that with you, he kind of says, now where was I? Oh, yeah, the family. We've been making reds, we make whites, we make rosé. It's been in the family for generations, years and years and years. And he just proceeds to continue to talk about not much of anything else other than his family and how well they've made wine for nearly 100 years.
Shriek will, when he pauses for a sec, break in and say, hey, no offense intended, but you may want to gift your mare one of your finer vintages to greet her guests that come to visit her. She doesn't have the best wine to provide for her guests, so you probably that would be probably a nice gesture to her. She was a sweet lady.
And he kind of winks at you and says, well, she's a mare for a reason. Not quite the vintner I am.
Understood, yeah, but you should be proud of your town and get your mayor some good wine for her guests.
He says, point taken. I'll give Thalia a few of my better vintages. So it's about
we appreciate your information.
Yeah, and as he gives you, as he marks kind of where this place is, Diggins Rest, on a map, it looks like it's about 4 days worth of travel.
Oh, shit, eh?
So it's pretty long. So, I mean, there is, in town, he does mention, so if there are things that you all want to stock up on or anything basic, I think you have probably most of what you need. But certainly you can, any supplies you think you need, we can certainly kind of hand wave that a little bit. If there's any other supplies you need to get for rations or what have you, you can certainly do that. But you do want to, you will need to get ready.
I'll ask him before we leave if there's any baddies between here and the keep.
Thanks for the following, Dead Aussie Gamer. Appreciate that. Say that again, Yarosh.
Is there anything we should worry about on our trek to the location? Baddies that are in the hills or anything like that?
He says, I don't know much. I don't follow the road there. I've never really traveled there. I mean, there's certainly, rumors of battles that have long since passed. And as I said, there's purportedly a ghost in Diggins Rest. But other than that, I don't know what you'll find on the travel.
Before we leave town, can I grab a writer's kit and a healer's kit, I think it's called?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Do you know how to, can you grab it from the items? I think it's probably in there.
I'll look here real quick.
And if not, let me know and I'll find it.
Kira will just want to fill up the water skin because obviously with the travel she'd been drinking it.
Awesome. And he offers and he says, I can fill your water skins, and he also offers to provide you if you want any wine to go in that water skin, you're welcome to fill up on your way out.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll smile and say thank you.
He's probably got better wine.
No, I appreciate it, Darasi Gamer. Yeah, awesome. Anything else anybody needs before you start your trek?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, it's going to take a few days. So, as you travel, just keep in mind there are things in exploration mode. So, when you're not in encounter mode, there are certain things you can do. So, like, as you guys are traveling, each of you can do different activities. Like, Mauricio, if you want to avoid notice, you can kind of do a stealth check, and we can keep that handy. So if you are, traveling throughout the day and trying to keep out of sight, that might be something that you want to do. So that would help you in the event you do encounter something. That's something you can do. You can defend. So if, you probably don't want to go throughout the entire day with your shield raised, but you can have a shield raised if you want. Somebody can be investigating, kind of look at your surroundings, scout ahead. So just let me know generally as you guys head out what each of you wants to be doing as you're kind of traveling during the day. So Fumbus, what do you want to be doing?
I'll be keeping my eyes open for ancient works and ruins and traps and stuff like that.
Okay, so you'll kind of be searching. All right, Mauricio?
I'd like to try to stay hidden, and if it's okay with the group, maybe go ahead a little bit and scout.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so Mauricio, give me a stealth roll in the tower, and I'll just kind of keep that on hand for now as you do that. And you're moving a little bit slower, but you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
All right, and while he's doing that stealth check in the tower, Cairo, what do you want to be doing?
Just act casual, but I'm keeping my eyes open. Occasionally check behind me or behind the group. Checking our tail, everything. Just generally looking around.
Okay, sounds good. And what about you, Shrika?
She'll have her bastard sword out, rubbing her riverstone to keep it nice and sharp, but she's also looking at the ground for tracks and that type of thing. Maybe an animal to kill or any anything with bigger prints that might be an enemy.
Excellent. Give me 1 second. Okay, so your first day of travel, you're going through a lot of woods and so pretty deep forest areas. But you get through a full day and you come to the night and camp for the night. And the night passes relatively uneventful as you sleep through the night and you get up in the morning. So you kind of get up in the dawn, and you guys can get up and kind of make breakfast or do what you want to do as you are getting ready for the day.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make sure we got some coffee to drink and just get ready to head out.
I always, first thing in the morning, infuse as many reagents as I can. So in this case, I think it's like 7 sets of it.
Oh, wow. Nice.
All right. Go ahead.
I wake up quite sharpish, sort of look around, sort of a little bit uncomfortable, sort of wipe my eyes, and sort of look around again. Right, okay, and then just get up and then start sort of morning prayers and things in preparation for the day. Prepare my spells.
Sounds good. Shrika, what were you going to say?
She's got a gleam of sweat on her from her 1 hour workout and flexible training that she does every morning, and sees Kyra kind of a little groggy and smiles and says, "You need to get up early to be ready for the day."
Nice.
Yeah, I've bit of an awkward sleep. could do with more. Anyway, time to rise and shine.
All right, so you guys travel again throughout the day. Do you want to take roughly the same sort of activities or for this day, or does anybody want to do anything different?
Yeah.
Nope, same thing.
I'll
You
be
want us
doing
to
the same
re-roll?
thing.
Yeah,
re-roll,
just
or?
Mauricio, go ahead and give me a different role in the tower, please. Yep, but you're the only one that has to roll
That's
for now.
a good one, man. I see what's up.
Nice, much better for me at least. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. So you guys, head out again through the woods. Give me a second so I can hear this. There we go. So you head out, and another, for the most part, relatively uneventful day, and you go through another day of travel, and make camp again, and you don't notice anything too untoward. You see a little bit less probably activity than you had as you started your journey, so a little bit less. So you get through another day, and you camp again, and you get through the second night, and you wake up again in the morning, and so you're getting up on your second day, and I think some of you had better sleep than others, but you get around you get up and kind of start your day, and get through breakfast again, and there we go. Nice. I like Mauricio for another roll. 1 second. All right. So anyway, as you get up and you start another day, anything else anybody wants to do before we get going on the? And you think you're probably about a day away now.
No, I'd say we
Perfect.
slow down a little bit. Be a little bit more cautious, anyways.
Okay. Stand by 1 second.
And Shrika's not stumbling on any tracks or anything of note.
Nope. No, you really don't. So you see the normal tracks of animals and what have you, but nope, nothing untoward.
I'm constantly looking around, and I'm a little bit more on edge than I was the previous day.
Got it. Stand by. All right, so as you guys, it comes around midday, so it's pretty bright light, early afternoon sun, and kind of you see the forest give away a little bit to a clearing, and you see it's a pretty large clearing. So I will show it to you. Give me 1 second. So it's a pretty large clearing. So you see kind of woods all around you, and then you get through and also see this pretty open clearing in front of you. And specifically, the woods give way to a sprawling pasture. And rising out of the grass and moss covering the ground, you see kind of this ancient rusted hilts of old swords stand out in silent testament to some long past conflict. So what do you all want to do? You're on the map. Let me see if I have locked tokens. 1 second, or if I need to. Give me 1 sec. Now I'm trying to remember how to lock tokens, but we're all good for now, so you guys are good. So tell me, we can keep moving through the, just tell me what you want to do from here, but it's pretty open. You can continue to go through the clearing. Just tell me what you want to do as you're heading through this area.
I want to cautiously hug the tree line as we go around.
Okay.
The clearing.
Shrika's going to move up next to Maricel and take a look at the weaponry that's on the ground there.
Why is it not letting me approve? 1 second. Well, shoot, it's not letting me approve movement. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that feature's in conflict with the DM dice mod.
It's something. That's weird. Oh, that's irritating. I wonder
Can't
if I
have both of those active.
There we go. Yes, you were correct. So thank you for sharing that. So yeah, you see, looks like this was the site of a large battle a long time ago. So yeah, you're seeing broken swords. You're seeing all kinds of different, what looks to be the remains of a battle that was many years ago.
These are old and pitted, worthless.
Yes, you don't see anything that's worthwhile, but as you kind of make your way through here, and you guys are being quiet, and I know that Mauricio, you've been acting relatively stealthily. So as you kind of make your way through the battlefield, you do see in the top right of the map, northwest, you kind of hear a clattering as these bones assemble themselves together, and you see 4 skeletons rise from the ashes of this battle. And as you all, as you roll initiative, so Mauricio, you can roll stealth as an initiative, and because you were scouting ahead, everyone can add +1 to their initiative. If you just want to add to your modifier box down at the bottom, you can add 1, but everyone can roll initiative as these skeletons rise. All right, very good initiatives. Kyra, you were tipped off the quickest, so you see these skeletons. They're flaming. Somehow they're on fire as their very bones are burning as they rise up from the ground. But you are first to act.
Dear God, they're on fire.
Yeah. I cast Bless.
Okay.
Blessing from beyond, help your companions strike true. You and your allies in the area gain +1 status bonus to attack rolls. Once per turn, starting the turn after you cast Bless, you can use a single action which concentrate trait to increase emanation's radius by 5 feet.
So do you have a, can you target your party, and does that have an effect that you can apply to everyone?
5 foot emanation, so...
So your first action would be to move there, so yep.
And then cast Bless.
Okay, go for it.
I think it's just cast. There's no roll or anything.
I'm looking at your actions tab to see if Bless had... Yeah, so there is an effect there, right? So, and it should give an attack 1 status bonus to everyone if you've... So if you open up the magnifying glass and make sure you target everyone and then click that little effect button, it should apply the Bless to everybody. So what you might want to do is go to, let's see, combat. There we go. If you go to combat and actions, then you can see the effect that you can apply to everyone. So let me know if you need help. You should be good.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how to target.
So control left click on each of the party members on the map, and if you can do it with yourself, do it with yourself as well. But just do control left click. And there you go. You got Shrika, you got, so far you just, okay, there you got Fumbus.
Oh, I've been touched by an angel.
You have. All right. And can you target yourself, or do you know?
I've tried.
There you go. So, yep, and then just click that little effect button. Beautiful.
Got it.
All right. And then you should be able, if you need to untarget everyone, just so you don't forget and attack people next round. But now, was that a 2-action spell? So is that your third action? So are you finished?
My turn.
All right. Excellent. So go ahead. When you pass, it'll be Mauriciel's turn. Oh, and okay, you're back, Babunski. So, Mauriciel, it's your turn now. You are blessed, so you get an attack bonus of 1. And I think you probably remember this, but because you were stealthing and these other skeletons have not acted, you'll be able to do your sneak attack, at least on this first round.
Right.
Thanks for bearing with us, guys, as we
I think we have to use the.
learn this a bit.
We use
I
the
really do
actions
like
tab, we
Pathfinder
don't use
too.
the combat tab, right?
Wait, say that again?
I was looking in the combat tab, but it's the actions tab you got to use in this on this one here.
Correct. And you
Alright,
can you can always hotkey some of them if you want, but yep.
Good. That's all right. All right. So I do have one question. Under my consumables, you've got sleep arrow. Is that a spell?
No, it's a special type of arrow that you have that I think you can look at it in the inventory, but when you leveled up, you got 1 arrow that's a sleep arrow. So I believe it acts like a sleep spell, but so just something to keep in mind. But yes,
At first, I couldn't confuse. I was like, first, what was that? So that
and
makes
it's
sense. Okay.
you think about it like if you shot it, it'll fall. You can make it like land in a certain area, and then it has a 5-foot burst around it.
All right. Well, this next one's going to be a sneak attack, I guess. I think I need to. And let me ask you another one more question. These are trees over here.
Yes, they are.
What's the again I can do and around and attack?
There's 3 actions. Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you have 3 actions. So
Like,
you,
I can do multiple attacks, or I can actually do like one action and then attack and then a move, right?
yeah, you can, everything's kind of an action. So to pull out, like if you pull out your bow or your sword, that will be an action. If you move, that's an action. You can move and then try to, hide in the brush. The movement would be an action, and then trying to hide would be an action. So yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do.
What to do was fire an arrow at the skeletons, and then try to move to the trees and hide.
Okay, so pulling out, and I think you have an ability now that allows you to draw and fire as one action, if I remember, at 3rd level. So I don't remember what it's called, but yes, I think you. So go ahead and you can draw your arrow. I think it's called quick draw. So
Right,
you can draw your arrow and go ahead and target who you want and fire away.
All right then. Sorry to be so slow about this.
No, you're good.
I'm old, learning. Okay. Back to it again. Here we go.
All right, so it finds its mark and it hits a skeleton right directly in the center of the chest.
I think I apply that. There's a second one here for applying flat-footed. Would I apply that to them or no? I mean, I wouldn't I, right?
No, because actually, yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you do apply that because it'll look and see if it's flat-footed. Yep.
All right. And then if I did all that, I just need to do my damage now. Wow.
Nice.
Was not expecting that.
Wow. All right. Jeez, that was quick. It went down quickly in a heap. Your sneak attack is very helpful.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna run over to the woods and try to hide. That'll be it for me.
All right, I have a quick question. I have my bastard sword in my hand. Can I pull a javelin and throw it without sheath in the bastard sword, or would that be an action to enable me to throw a javelin?
It would be an action. You'd have to drop, because if I remember right, your bastard sword is bigger than you, so I think you have to use 2 hands with it. So you could drop it, but then you'd have to pull out the javelin as an action. The dropping would be a free action.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and Titan Mauler Rage as one action. And then I will... I don't think Sudden Charge gives me extra movement. Just double check that. No, it doesn't. So I will move up to right there because she only has 25 foot of movement. And bear my sword in front of me, prepared for anything.
All right. So one of these skeletons sees you, and he runs here. So he runs. He pulls out this flaming. Actually, in his case, all he does is he's gonna try to bite you. So,
quick question before he goes.
Yeah.
You know, you can prepare an attack or ready an action.
Uh-huh.
If you have an action left, are you able to do that?
Ready
Pathfinder?
Readying an action is actually 2 actions.
Okay,
So
then I'm good.
All right. So he tries to bite you in close range with his flaming jaw, and he hits. And so he, his jaw bites you, and these flames kind of come out from the side of his jaw and catches you on fire a little bit, but it doesn't stay. But it gives you a little additional damage as this thing kind of bites you with flames. All right, Fumbus.
I forgot to add my temporary hit points with the Titan Mauler. So I would have 2 damage because I get 3 temp hit points. Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, Fumbus, Stooner, or Fumbus, whichever. All right.
Actually, wait. No, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I want... yeah, no.
I don't remember which side you were on. You can move yourself to... Janky.
There.
Got it.
And I'm going to throw an acid flask at this guy.
Got it.
Boom.
And that's a hit.
Very nice. Look at that.
There you
Fear the goblin.
go. And that will be my turn.
Now, does that do any splash damage to Shrika or anything? Or remind me, how does that work? Does he get...
It doesn't.
Okay, good.
Because I have... see my abilities here somewhere.
Oh, that's great. I was just checking, so perfect.
Oh, field
We've
bomb.
all grown up with him.
Oh, nice.
We're at level 3 now.
I know, man. It's crazy. All right. So, what is he gonna do? So he is going to pull out a longsword. 1, 2, 3. Run down here, and this flaming longsword lashes out at you. Holy crap. And it kind of splits you from the top of your shoulder and digs deep into your shoulder. As that just lands deep into you, Shrika. And after that, that is his turn. That's 3 actions. So this other skeleton, let's see. Why is it, it's, it's 50, so he is going to move. So he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, moves right to the edge of the clearing. And he takes both of his hands and he pulls off his head that's flaming, and then he gets it into his right hand and he hucks his head at Fumbus. And this thing is just screaming as it's flying towards you. And as it flies towards you, it lands next to you, or right near you. And, 1 second. What is your will, hold on 1 second. Look at what this is. Stand by 1 second.
I have to say that's the first time I've seen that kind of attack.
Right?
Screaming skull coming at you.
If you look back at some of the initial playtests, Jason Bowman, who created it, or he was the lead creator, this is something that he put in that he really wanted to do. It's pretty funny.
It's awesome.
Do you know what your will DC is, Stooner?
I do not, but I'll look here. I know I have
He's
a plus 5 to it.
yeah.
I should know that. I guess it would be, might have to look at that later. I mean, I know this is a hit. I'm just trying to decide if it's a critical, because he rolled a 27. So I think
I'm gonna assume
yeah, I think that's
critical.
going to be plus. So all right, stand by. So that, what that does, is so you are now frightened 2. So let me put that on you. As this thing, and as it lands, it then, like it screams at you, lands, and then goes flying back towards his body and gets right back onto his body. Let me put frightened on you.
Yeah, for our audience, that's 2 crits in a row. That tells you anything.
I don't know if that... Oh, I need to get that off him. Why did that put it on himself? Alright, here we go. Let's put that on Stooner. All right, and that will be his turn. So his head is back on his body, but that is his turn. And Stooner, I don't remember. I'll pull up the how long that lasts, because I do think it starts going away at some point. So give me a second, and I'll pull up the card. But Kyra, you are up. You saw this flaming skull land next to your buddy Fumbus, and then fly back up to the champion up in the top right.
I'll look one to the other. I thought, do I heal? Do I attack? No, we need them gone. And I'll move up to here. And I want to cast Disrupt Undead.
Excuse me, guys. All right. Did that card pop up for you, Stooner, for Frightened?
Yeah, it's actually
Okay.
very cool.
With an issue, I tried to drag it across, and now it's stuck, kind of thing.
Okay, it says versus Kyra. So was that supposed to apply to you, do you know? Because it says success, but it says...
You lance a target with energy, do 1d6 positive damage plus your spellcasting mod. Target must attempt a basic fort save, so the skeletal thing must make a fort save.
It doesn't... Did you have it targeted? Because I don't see that you have it targeted up in the combat tracker. There we go. Maybe try it again, because I don't... Unless it just popped off automatically. Okay. That time it seemed to work. And so that's a critical failure. So I'm not sure what that does for it, but it is a critical failure if it has a special effect.
Yeah. If the creature critically fails to save, it is also enfeebled 1 for 1 round.
Okay, so you have all those effects. So if you need to do damage, go ahead and click on your damage, and then after that, you can click on the enfeebled 1 condition that's also in the effect. Hey, Drake Takes, what's up, man?
Nice.
So that, yeah, really seemed to... He's trying to put his head back on, but as he's doing that, he's stumbling around, and that really seemed to take a lot out of him.
Again, people should be on now as well. And
It is.
That's my turn. So I moved, and that spell was 2 actions, so that's my turn.
Sounds good. I just gave you the card for Enfeebled in case you wanted to know what it actually does, but perfect. So go ahead and pass your turn, and then we will go to Mauricio.
So, I'm going to attempt to do some more damage to these guys. Am I hidden? Can I do a sneak on?
You are hidden. So go ahead and whatever you're going to attack with them, you can go ahead and make them flat-footed to you.
Let me... So I need to apply that first, don't I, actually?
I would, yeah, before you attack to them, yes.
I'm not rusty or anything with Fantasy Grounds, not at all. Alright, so there, and... Attack out of the darkness. Here it comes. Boom. That's a hit.
Nice.
Apply the sneak attack. And skeleton go boom. Oh, where'd my extra...
So as you shoot that at it, you notice that it just kind of bounces off. It looks like it hit it solidly, but it bounces off it and does not seem to affect it in any way.
Oh, okay. Should I have 2 dice of damage, though? I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter, but...
Damage, deadly, sneak attack. Let me look, one sec.
Because I put sneak attack on it, but it only rolled 1 6-sided.
Now, did you, let's see.
I had screwed that up, so I'm trying to say, I guess.
Did you, and you had rolled the damage on the short bow? Is that how you did it?
Yeah. Sneak attack's just an effect.
I think the reason is, give me 1 second.
Of course, this is a champion, it's not a guard.
Yeah, I think it's, I might have to look at it later to see if something happened, but I think it's because it's immune to precision damage, I think. So I think that's why it did that. I might have to look later because last time I tried to override it, I realized that Fantasy Grounds did it right and I screwed up last game. So I think it's right. But even if you doubled it, it wouldn't have. Yeah.
I got you. I'm just wondering. I was just wondering about what I did wrong because I didn't roll 2 dice, but that's fine. Let me. So I'm going to fire again on it.
Okay, I think because you fired on it, you will not get sneak attack this time because I think it would see you. But yeah, but go ahead.
No worries. No worries. And I moved down 1 die too, if I remember correctly.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking I did,
because
right?
then you get your -3 or whatever it is.
Oh, got it. Yeah, sorry. Right. -5 unless
-5.
it's agile. If it's agile, it's -4.
All right, then on this turn, my last action, I'm not going to move. I'm just going to try to squat down and hide.
Okay, and then, yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll in the tower.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mauricio. Or not Mauricio, sorry, it's Shrika.
All right, Shrika's gonna attack the wounded one to my right there, and with their bastard sword. Took him down.
Okay, and as you do that, the skeleton explodes, and as it explodes, give me 1 second.
One of those DMs. Okay.
It does 2 damage to you, Shrika, as it explodes, and these skeleton parts and flames fly into you as this thing explodes. So, give me 1 sec. All right.
There's no meat on these bones. Can't even salvage anything. All right, I'm going to attack the one in front of me, number 4, with my second attack.
All right. And that's a miss. Yep, that's a miss.
Let's use them up.
when that's a critical miss is you're like, oh, you're off balance, and you know, I think you got surprised by the exploding skeleton, so you're just kind of off your game a little bit. All right, so this guy here is going to try to bite you again, as what's right in front of him.
Yeah,
Say again?
That one's
He's
dead, I
the-
think.
Oh, is that one dead? Oh, sorry. I missed him. Damn it, he's going to bite you in death.
You really want to kill us.
I know. So Fumbus is up,
Nice.
and you do hit.
Nice. And that will be my turn.
All right, does it, and it doesn't have any persistent unless it's a critical? Is that, I'm just trying to remember.
No, it does get persistent,
Oh, it does, okay.
I think.
I don't see it on it, but I just,
The bomb deals 2d6 persistent acid damage and 2 acid splash damage.
Show them in the combat tracker.
it shows the persistent in the combat tracker? Okay, I'm missing it.
Yeah.
Does it show it on him?
It does, yeah. It's the
should,
one
yeah.
over the trees, number 7.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong guy, I think. Perfect. Good. I was just wanting to make sure that was right. Got it.
Alright.
All right,
Sweet.
good.
And that is my turn.
And Stooner, you know how that works, but for everybody else, what happens on the persistent damage is it doesn't apply until I think the end of his turn. That's why it didn't apply yet, but it will, I think, at the end of his next turn, if I remember right, or the beginning of his turn, one of the two.
I don't
All
remember.
right.
I know it's different in Pathfinder than it is
Yeah.
5e, right?
Yep, it is. All right, so this guy is up, number 7, and he is going to... Yeah, he's going to move 5, 10, untarget Stooner, and he pulls out his longsword with his second action, and he's going to try...
It's not his turn, it's the one above me. It's
Oh,
lit
it
up
is?
on my... Yeah.
God, my, I don't see it. Okay. Yep, got it. Thank you. All right, so
You retreated? Or was he just
Trying to make sure-
missed?
He picked the wrong guy to move.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. I was.
why is
I
it in the
didn't think so.
combat tracker? It keeps showing me it's this. Let me look at this guy. It shows me it's 4. Yeah, that's right. That's weird. I don't know why it keeps. There we go. It's weird. All right. So he pulls out his, or he already had his longsword out, so he's going to go ahead and swing at you. And he misses, critically misses the first one, so the second one... which he's going to attack with a minus.
Yelled, "You can get me once, but not again."
And then he's gonna make one last ditch attempt. He misses all 3. All right, now it's this guy, and this guy is gonna go ahead and move there. What had he done before? Oh, he threw his head, so he's gonna move, pull out his longsword, and attack. He misses. All right, so then this acid just bites into this thing, and he crumples to the ground.
See what happens when you get close to me?
Right? All right.
You are warning them.
Kyra, you're up.
Step forward to there. Draw my scimitar and strike at the last remaining monster.
shield. Damn it. That's a hit.
Nice.
So it seemed to hit him a bit, but it didn't seem to do the type of damage you'd expect.
Let's move, draw my sword, and attack. That's my turn.
Mauricio.
Yeah. Let's see. Don't think I've got. I'm gonna stay hidden.
Okay.
If I don't take any kind of actions, how far can I move?
Well, I mean, if you want to do 3 movement, are you trying to
find him and just stand him and not do anything this round?
If you sneak, you would move at half of your speed. So what's your speed? I'm trying to look. Your speed's 35, so I mean, you could move, call it, 15, 17. So you could move 3, basically 17 times 3. So, you could move, I mean, but you'd want to stay in the tree line, because if you move out in the open, you're not really going to be able to sneak anymore, because he'd literally see you out in the open.
Up to here so I can have a clear shot at him. I'm going to try and fire another arrow. That's what I'm going to do. While I'm
Okay.
hidden. It's probably the best thing to do. Give me just a second here. And
that is a hit.
yeah, see, it still just did 1 dice of damage. I don't quite understand why it's not rolling 2, but okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me look at something real quick. I just want to see if it's doing anything untoward. Can you? Go ahead.
I know why it's not, because I don't get sneak attack with the bow. It's not finesse.
Ah, there you go. Okay, I was gonna say there's got to be a reason, but
It's a ranged weapon, though. I take that back. It does. It's supposed to, yeah. So I don't know.
I noticed in the coding when he flat-footed seems to be within the sneak attack code, and if you double flat-foot, maybe it's canceling out.
Well, it says if flat-footed. So try to get. I just want to see how this works, Chuck. So go ahead and apply the.
The problem is I'm putting it on myself and not the skeleton.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try this. So let's.
You can clear.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'll take the 2 points off, right, to make it 1. All right, I've got it at 1. So yeah, let's try it again. So you're gonna put the effect of flat-footed on it first, and then the IFT effect, right, and then do the damage.
Yeah, I'm a dummy. So 1 second here.
We'll get there, guys.
I went on it. That on me. And now I'm going to try to roll the damage again. That's fine. At least I know where I'm wrong.
Perfect. Yes.
Apologize for that. That was a newbie thing. I should have known that.
No, it's all good. All right. So is that the sneak again?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we go to Shrika, who's still raging. Wah.
All right, she's gonna move up to there and get a little flank. I'm not sure what effect I put on when you're flanking.
Flat-footed. So you can put flat-footed on him.
Grab that. It might take a second.
Sure. I turned off the battle effects if anybody's wondering what happened. That was enough. Enough battle.
Forgot to join.
There we go.
Now it says effect 2 Shrika. Did you apply that to him or yourself?
I dropped it on it
Okay, great.
showing up on the comment.
So that should... Okay, hopefully that works. Yep.
And I'll have 2 attacks since I moved. Ooh, critical. Nice.
Yeah. Holy moly, as this thing explodes in front of you, and as it does that, it does 1 point of damage to both you and Kyra. So, give me 1 sec. But the battlefield seems clear.
She will stomp his bones after that little nick she picked up on her face from that flying shards of bone.
Okay, nice. All right. So you kind of notice as you're, Shrika, as you're looking at that skeleton that was defeated. I know I haven't taken him off yet, but as you're kind of stomping on it, you notice that it seems a little bit fresher than the rest of the skeletons. It seems like the clothing and armor is just a little bit closer to the modern styles. I mean, it's still very, very old, but it looks just a little bit different than the rest of it.
Hey, Kyra, I'm noticing this thing doesn't match up with the other 2 that destroyed themselves or got destroyed when they died. Take a look at this.
Still my scimitar out, pointed at the destroyed corpse. I kneel down and take a closer look at it.
Okay. So are you just kind of observing it, or are you kind of searching it? What do you tell me what you want to do?
Observing first and lifting bits of clothing or whatever with my sword.
Okay.
Being very careful still, even though it is destroyed. It's come back from the dead once, so I don't want it to happen again.
I'll tell him, I'm very good at crafting shit, too, if you need a hand.
All right. So you, so as you're doing that, you don't notice much more about it, other than what I'd already read. However, you do see on it, as you're kind of lifting up the sword and you're investigating, you do see an archaic wayfinder, which is a sort of compass, and I'll put these in the party sheet. And you also noticed a satchel that is on it. That still, even with the flames, it still seems like the satchel. It's old and it seems a bit charred, but otherwise it's a satchel that's right now is closed and bound.
I'll check the satchel.
Okay. So you open the satchel, and as you're checking it out, and you see an old brass-bound book, and it looks to be some type of journal, but it's very damaged, water damage. It seems like it's been around for some time, but you do notice a single page of the journal that still seems a bit legible. And tell me what languages each of you speaks. And you can find your languages on your notes tab.
Common, Draconic, Goblin, Jotun, Orcish, and Orsani.
Okay.
Also, if it's not any of those, I have a comprehension elixir that I make that, as long as it's a fairly common language, I can just read it.
Okay, so Kyra, as you're looking at it, you're not able to read it, but you want to give it to anyone else to try to read, but you cannot read it as you're looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'll ask if anyone else can read this or understand it at all.
I'll take a look at it.
All right. So Fumbus, as you look at it, you can read it, and you realize that it's written in Osiriani.
Oh,
And
nice.
here it is. One sec. For now, I'm just giving that to you, and you're welcome to read it to the party if you'd like.
All right, it says, it's the weather page, but despite my frequent letters to the Imperial Governor, I fear my request will go unheard. Diggin Thrun and his ilk are considered heroes in the capital thanks to their efforts in protecting the Empire's borders and quelling rebellion. And I'm doing air quotations, you can't see me, but the quotations are written in. While I'm seen as little more than a foreign agitator. Despite my accomplishments and discoveries, several of which have benefited the Empire, these tactics the Imperial forces are using will have detrimental effects. Many of these so-called rebels were simply farmers and landowners asking for fair representation, or at least some pretense of Imperial protection in return for the tithes and taxes they pay. This heavy-handed tyranny goes too far by several measures, and if the Empire does not lighten its touch and work to fulfill its responsibilities to its people, it may not last long enough to suffer the long-term effects of foolish choices like leaving the rebels unburied and unshriven, or provoking the elven communities to call the nearby forest home. Sorry, I had to cough there. And that was
No problem.
all one sentence with no commas. It's hard to read. I was trying. But, she then goes on to say, perhaps I can convince Dervin to get involved. He'll see the sense of my warnings, and they've been publishing his last adventure in a string of serials across the Empire. I'd ask Selmus, but I'm afraid the old fool has more dignity than sense when it comes to dealing with politicians. Gregorio would surely understand my worries, but with his heritage and the prejudices running rampant across the Empire these days, I fear his word would carry even less weight than my own. There must be something.
All right, so I'm going to share that with all of you because I know that was a lot. This is the actual page, but these never are legible to me, and so I always convert them. But that's the actual handout. But separately, I will share the story entry I created with everyone now. So if you guys want to take a minute, you can certainly read through that. And while you guys are reading through that, you're out of combat, obviously. This thing is gone. Let me delete the token. And let me know as you all are kind of maybe digesting that page, if there's anything else you all want to do, heal. Is there anything else you all want to do while you're kind of investigating that?
I'll be replenishing the 2 flasks that I used.
I take a look at Shrieker and shoulder and say, "Do you want me to fix that?"
Yeah, it pains me a little. My left arm is not working as well as it could. That would be much appreciated. And I'll also look over at Fumbus and say, hey, you need to consider audiobooks. That was excellent.
Okay, I reach out my hand. Walk towards Shrieker, reach out my hand, touch the wound carefully, and let the healing energies work on the wound.
Awesome. And I'm going to take bless off everyone.
Woo! You are an angel, Kyra.
Welcome.
How long does bless last? Is that a minute?
Or it says 8 rounds, I think.
Oh, it says how many?
10 rounds, I think.
Duration 1 minute, so yes, 10 rounds.
Okay, I'm going to take that. All right. Anything else? It's like late afternoon, early evening now. So tell me what you all would you like to keep heading towards Diggin's Rest, or tell me what you want to do.
Quick question. Being that this thing is ancient, relatively ancient, should we consider this weathered page to be from the distant past, or is this a currently appropriate?
It's a good question. I think you think that it is. It's pretty old. You're not sure quite how old, but you think it's pretty old.
Yeah, I think we have foreknowledge that the Empire hasn't existed properly for quite a while.
Yep.
I'd say
And I
we
did-
get out of this Death Valley and try and find a place to camp for the night.
Well said.
Good idea.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys do that. You're able to, within, 15, 20 minutes of leaving this area, you're able to find a place in the woods that seems like it's a better spot to camp, and you set up camp for the night, and we can do a rest. I have to look to see if there's actually a rest function in here. I thought there was. Look on your character sheets.
If you get a chance, can you remove frightened from me, please, sir?
Yes, I will. Good call.
Just so in the inventory, the Archaic Wayfinder requires a spellcaster.
I'll take a look at it.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I just applied an overnight rest, so you guys can check, but it should have replenished spells and things of that nature.
Cool. Can we take a 5-minute break for coffee?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's a really good time. So let's take 10. Just give people a few more minutes to get coffee and buy a break or whatever. But yep, let's do 10 minutes and we will come back. Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
Rest.
All right, guys, I'll be around, but I'll be a little bit AFK. Start a timer so you guys kind of know that it's... There we go. So be back shortly and get some coffee. Hope you guys are having fun. I enjoy Pathfinder, too. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Just going to take a look at what's next. Make sure I get the images ready. See if they approach this one more stealthy. If they don't, they could be in for a surprise with an alarm ringing here. So let's see. Midday, afternoon, light leaking in. I'm going to look for this while I have a little bit of time. Looking Sirenscape for a horn. For a horn? It says there is. Where is it? It's in here. Yeah. Oh, it's Thorn. No? Is it? Well, I can't find it. That pisses me off. Where is the horn? It must be like a one-shot. Let's see. Hold. Spell, trombone. We'll look at something else real quick. Oh, look at the horn. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll use that if I can. Excellent. Alright. Go back and see if anybody's chatting. About 4 more minutes. Drink my coffee, so entryway is the. I don't think we'll finish this one today. So from this, so you have to be searching. So counter less than 19. Go. That. All right. So where is this? Looking. Entryway. Warriors. PC's about to touch this room. Be assembled by one. Position remaining in the center of the room where they're playing a game. The stones and beetles. Alright. What's going on? All right, I did a little check to see when everyone's ready in the chat, so I think we're almost ready. Give it another minute or two. Cool. All right, we'll just give it another minute or so, but I'll go ahead and actually, you know what, I'll just start the stream earlier. So everybody's back and ready. So here we go, 1 second. All right, and we are back. So, all right, so as you guys finish in the clearing, you rest overnight. It takes you, as you finish in the clearing and you rest overnight, you get up in the morning, and it takes you probably about another half day of traveling until you get closer to a lone tower that juts upward through the treetops. And there are crumbled stone walls surrounding this tower, indicating that this may have been the part of a much larger keep. And there's spiked wooden barricades that kind of, force a kind of a circuitous route forward and winding away, but there's all kinds of wooden barricades that have been erected on the path towards the lone tower. So,
do they look new or do they look old as hell?
They look like they've been kept up, so it looks like they may have been in here for quite a while, but it looks like they've actually been utilized and kept up.
Interesting.
I stop for a moment where I am and just look at it, see if there's any movement, just observe anything about it that stands out, really.
No, you don't notice anything. It just looks like it just looks like it's barricades, and it looks like you can definitely get through. But at the same time, it kind of winds you around but yeah, it looks like it's something you can get through, but you don't notice anything, as you're looking at it closer.
More to delay than stop, then.
Say again?
More to delay anyone rather than stop them.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Well, we don't really have much other avenue of going anywhere, so shall we get this shit show on the road?
All right.
I love it. Stand here, love it.
I look around the group, one to the other, look back up there, shrug my shoulders, and just step forward.
All right. So, as you guys, kind of make your way through the barricade and up towards the keep door, you hear this long, loud blast of a horn as you approach. And you do get up to the front of the keep, and you make your way to a door that looks like it's the front entryway of the keep.
I'll knock on it.
Try to go stealthy.
Well, okay, 1 sec. Okay, so you're kind of, Marcia, you're kind of hanging back, trying to be a little bit stealthy, and Fumbus, you're just going to knock on the front door?
Yep.
Okay.
Not like I'm there to blow anything up. We're just fucking looking for shit, right? Yes, we saw some skeletons, but no reason for me not to be polite, right?
All right.
Cookies, man.
Rico will be beside Fumbus as he approaches the door and knocks.
Okay. So as you do that, the door kind of swings open, and you see, as the door is pulled open, a kobold that quickly opens the door and gets ready as he yells to the rest of his party to attack. So you can all roll initiative, and I'm going to share this with you. Go ahead, and Mauricio, you can roll stealth initiative instead of... So you're good.
Oh, yeah, right. I should have done that. I see now.
Or you can if you want to do it again if you didn't, but everybody else can roll perception. As these things do not seem very happy to have anyone in their lair.
Have fun storming the castle.
All right, so, but Fumbus, I mean, you did, I think, catch him a little bit off guard, so you are first to act. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fucking acid flask to the face, hopefully.
Nice.
Ooh,
Holy
critical.
It was very nice. Hello.
Very nice. Is it just, yeah. Very well done.
And then I am going to pull my dog slicer out and hold my ground.
All right.
What did you call it? A dog slicer?
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my God.
That's the goblins' weapons have some cool names to them.
That's awesome. It's just like a perfect Stooner weapon. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's dog slicers and horse choppers, depending on which one you want.
Yep. All right, so Shrika, you guys kind of got the jump, believe it or not, even though these things knew you were here. You're ahead of them.
All right, I'm going to move in, and I raged, and I'm going to take some swings at the warrior.
Sounds good.
Block my little buddy.
Oh, and you hit it.
I meant to ask you,
Oh,
Greg,
no.
what's your rules on recovering ammo?
You can recover half, so that's fine.
All right, just curious.
Yep.
As far as my movement, I will move over. I've got enough to get to there. And attack number 4 with my second attack.
Ooh. Look at the barbarian here.
Nice. Missed badly.
Ah.
Dang, I almost stumbled on my way over.
And remember, it doesn't matter for the movement you just did, but I think everybody remembers the first diagonal movement is 5, and then the next time is 10. But, I mean, you would have been fine in that move, but just as an FYI. All right, so this warrior in front of you, they were ready. They had their swords out, and actually what they have is spears out. So this guy has a spear out, and he immediately swings or tries to thrust the spear into your chest. As he misses, and he swings again, or actually tries to thrust at you again. Jeez. And then, let's see, is there anything else you can do?
Relax.
1 second. All right, so he is going to then run 5, 10, or he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me make sure what his movement is. And he'll go here. Yep. So he runs back there. Do you have an opportunity attack reaction?
I don't believe so. Where would I check that?
It would see, I think it's mainly fighters, so it would say on your actions tab or in your abilities. I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Okay. So it does that, and then it ends its turn. So you notice the one in the Mauricio, you notice the one up in the top. Sorry, in the northwest up there. It has a sling out and ready to go, and this Kobold warrior down here in the bottom 8, that he also has a sling out. Looks like he's ready to fire. Just FYI, that's the weapons those two have. What say you, Mauricio?
I tell you what, I totally.
What's that?
Never mind. I had an old man moment. Okay. Holy cow. I'm hidden, right?
Well, you were stealthy, so you were able to get in, but you're not. Yeah, you're not hidden right now, but you did get the jump on him by being able to roll stealth.
All right, fair enough. That's all I was looking for. Well, at this point, I think I am going to target that fella right there. And what's the most I can move in a turn, in an action? If I'm going to do all this other stuff, but I take one of my actions to move, what is it? Is it 30 feet or half? Or
well, if you're just moving, normal movement's 35 for you. So you can move 35.
All right. Let me see. In other words, I'm going to move my 35 feet. Can I fire while I'm moving?
Well, I mean, you can either fire where you are, or you'll have to stop somewhere and then attack. But I mean, like, you could move 20, attack, and then move again if you want, but you can't, like, attack, like, on the way.
That's fine. I just didn't know if I had to give up moving or something. So there's where I'm going to move to at the end of my round. I went ahead and plotted it for you. But I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy.
Okay.
Let me do this. We'll move up to here.
So that would be one move. That would be one action, and then you could attack, and then use your last action to move again if you'd like.
Okay. Well.
Or you can change that. I mean, but that's how Pathfinder. You have to kind of split up your actions.
Have to move me back to there if you don't care.
Sure.
Can I still see him from there and hit him from there? Is that
the
good?
one that's right? The Kobold 4 you can. I don't think you can see 8. Well, actually, you could. I mean, I think you'd have a little bit of a. Yeah, I think you'd have like a minus. I'd give it a -1, but that's it. Because he's a little bit covered from that corner of the wall there. But the one Kobold 4, you got a clean shot. Kobold 8, you'd have a -1.
Another thing here. Action. Oh, the range is 60 feet. That was making that more complicated than it needed to be. I'm sorry. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to take the one down there, and I'm going to fire.
Sounds good. Oh boy. Critical. What in the tarnation was that?
Jeez.
I don't know, man. I just rolled the
Oh
damn.
my god. It did something. I mean, Jesus. What is all that? Critical, piercing, precision. Well, you did crit him too, so how did that killing blow work as this thing is definitely dead?
I don't know, but I wish I could do it every time.
All right. Well, you like literally get it right through its scaly throat, and it goes right out the back and pins it up against the wall, just dead as its head slumps forward.
All right. And then I will saunter over past the barbarian and try to hide again behind this wall. And that'll be it for me. I'll give you my roll in just a second.
All right. And this thing that had its sling ready, it sees Shrika, and it's just going to, as it loads up its sling, it's trying to shoot you with its stone. And it misses.
Oh, yeah. The bastard sword deflected it.
And it's going to try again.
Nice.
That time it hit.
Oh, I was moving the wrong way.
And it looks like you had some temp hit points that absorbed it. So then it's going to, with its last action, move a little bit, try to take a little bit of cover behind the wall. All right, Kyra.
I see a stone rattling around on the floor, the one that missed Shrieker. I look down. Really? Just wanted to talk. Okay, don't want to do that. Step forward a bit. Hold out my hand, it starts glowing, and a flame appears, and I hurl it. One of them. I'll hurl it at number 12, the one in the corner.
Okay.
I had it here somewhere.
Say again?
I just lost the spell on this, so I had to find it again.
Oh, got it. Oh, no.
You- No, I hit the floor halfway down. I slip on the blood of the kobold that was killed just next to me,
Nice.
and I just it goes wild.
Shrika looks over and raises her eyebrow.
Not a word. And that's my turn.
All right.
Hold on.
All right, so this guy who has his sling out again. All right, so he tries to shoot at you, Kyra. And he misses. And he will take another action to reload, and then he's going to try to fire again with his second action at a minus. That one hits. As this stone kind of slams into your shoulder a bit and doesn't do too much, but a little bit. And that is his turn.
So the first one missed because I slipped in the blood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny, I saw the word sling and I thought they were throwing it at me because one of my characters in the past is sling.
Oh, that's right.
We'll be moving to there. And firebomb. Firebomb.
Uh-oh. Oh, as it starts crying, it's like, that hurts! Fire!
Fire indeed. And that'll be my turn, sir.
All right.
Does it quake the head of things? It burns! It burns!
Right.
How do hard corners work in Pathfinder? Can I attack him, or is that out of range?
No, you can. I would give it. I'd have to look later, but I'd give it a -1, just a little bit of cover for him. But that's all. You can attack.
Sounds good.
Oh no!
I chinched off the corner there. Let's try that again. I'll put another -1 on.
Ooh, he's moving and bobbing and weaving, man.
Needed one more step.
Mauricio.
Quiet again.
What's that?
Said he's a bit quiet again.
Oh, I didn't realize he was AFK. So,
Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody's at my door.
all right, you're
Okay.
Yep,
All right, so I'm hidden.
you are now. But so I mean, the question is like, if you come out, you won't be hidden anymore, because obviously they'll see you.
Oh, I rolled for.
I know.
Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, right now you're good, but I just mean depending on what you do, like if you have to come out, then you might not be hidden. Because before, yeah.
Let me do this. Move to there. I'm just going to attack him.
Yeah, so don't give yourself the sneak attack and flat-footed stuff. Make sure that's off.
Mhm.
Then you're
Yeah, it
good.
should.
Well, I see it on you, but let's see. I'm going to take it off because you got it on you twice. Okay, you got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Does he get sneak if one of his allies is within 5 feet of the one he's attacking?
Nope, not unless it's flanking or anything like that, or there's some other effect.
Gotcha. All right.
Kill him.
This ain't 5e, boys and girls. Just kidding. Oh, jeez.
No, I'm not, actually.
Wow.
Is he going to attack at least?
Say again? Second? Holy moly.
That's crazy. Oh,
Oh,
max damage.
jeez.
Woo!
Wow, as you catch this thing with your last attack and it goes down in a heap.
It came out nice.
All right, I think, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
All right, Kyra.
Oh, there's one above us. I didn't see him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I was trying to get before.
Oh, you've dialed it in now.
Just thinking.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us early in the morning.
I'll go for another fire ray.
Appreciate it. Sounds good. We're all
It's
drinking
pouring
coffee.
snow here, and I had somebody come by trying to offer to clean my carpets. Can you believe that?
You said nobody can clean my driveway. Oh, no.
Really?
Wow, another
one.
Oh, we're cursed.
No, it's the DM dice nudge.
Ah,
She just moved back behind the corner there. Hanging
Got it.
ahead. Name.
All right. So this thing moves here. And then, it goes ahead and tries to... This time it's going to fire at Fumbus. Try to fire its sling. It hits. Does a little bit of damage, and then it will do a second attack with a minus. Actually, it can't. It loads with its... It loads again, and that's all it can do. Forgot about the damn reload.
You done fucked up now, buddy. I'm going to use my first 2 actions to move right up to him.
Got it.
And then I'm going to try and stab him.
Stabby, stabby.
Nice. With the dog slicer.
And that will be my turn.
Ooh.
I don't think I'll get over that. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
It's very cool.
So you can move, use 2 moves to get there. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same. I can get to there, and I don't think I can go the. I went 45. I can go 50, so I'll move to there. Unless the diagonal prevents me from doing that. But it said 45 to here, so I'll let you call that.
No, but as you move there, the floor opens up, and you have stepped into. These doors swing open in this pit, and you immediately find yourself in about 5 feet of water at the bottom. As the trap door starts to close above you, but do me a favor and give me what is that? I think, give me an acrobatics check to try to grab. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look this up real quick. I think it's grab the edge is an acrobatics check. 1 sec.
That's about right. Maybe this is where they dump all their meat and shit they kill.
I needed a bath.
Well, I would not have foreseen a pit there. That's crazy.
All right,
like
so grab an edge. So roll a reflex save. Yeah, give me a reflex save to see if you can grab the edge.
Where would I find the reflex?
It should be on your main character sheet tab. Sorry. And
bottom.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so you try to furiously grab to the side, but you do not catch the side, and you fall in the pit. And as you fall in, the door closes, and you are in 5 feet of water right now, and you kind of look up and you see 4 water spouts that are filling the pit more with water as you're now in this pit with the pit closed. And do you have any other actions right now? So it is 30 feet deep. So as you fall, let's see, does it give you any?
Yeah, I have one more action I can use if it'll help me.
Okay, so you take 2 points of damage from the fall, not quite as much, even though it's 30 feet down. You're in 5 feet of water. And so let me do that. So what would you like to do? You're basically at the bottom of this pit, 30 feet down, and the doors are closed above you. So tell me what you'd like to do.
I'm going to look to see if there's any handholds in the rock of the sides of the pit, or if it's narrow enough that I can do my back and legs and work my way up to the top.
It's 10 feet by 10 feet. You can try to climb. It's going to be challenging, but you can do... I'll give you an athletics check to make your way partly up. It's going to take a bit because it's 30 feet up, so you can try to move up to maybe half your movement with a athletics check. So you can roll that.
Yeah, I'll try that. I know I can probably float to the top as the water gets deeper, but I'll try making my way up and get out of the water.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of make your way up. You're not having great success, but you make it up. Instead of getting up, which half of your movement is it? 15 normally?
Correct. Be 12 and a half, actually.
Okay, so I'll say you make it. We're going to round down. You make it up about 10 feet. You're slipping a little bit as you come up, but you do make it about 10 feet up. So you're out of the water right now and clinging to the side of the wall.
And I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, "Open the trap! Open the trap!"
Alrighty. All right, Mauricio, you're up, and you've seen your buddy be engulfed by this, this floor that opened up underneath him.
I'm gonna be fine. He seems pretty utilitarian. Actually, no. Is there a way I can go over to that area and see if I can possibly set that trap off again?
You can absolutely go over there and try to, pry it open or do something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I think the Gobbo's got that creature in their hand right there pretty good.
All right, so did it take you 2 moves to get over there? Tell me, how long did it take you to get there?
That was my full movement to get to right there.
Okay. All right, so you can give me an athletics check if you'd like to try to force open the trapdoor. Is that what you want to do? Or you can try to do a thievery check if you're trained in thievery. You can do either one of those to try to open the trapdoor, and do it in the tower if you want.
How do I know if I'm trained or not?
So if you look on your character sheet on the skills tab, there's a proficiency column, and if it says T, then you're trained, E expert, M master.
So T, E, or M or L would work, right?
Yeah, and you could at least try it then. So,
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to try a thievery check, do that in the tower.
Yeah, I think I will. Try to rig that thing, get it open.
All right, so you're trying, and you just can't quite. You're slipping. The water's is starting to rise. You kind of catch a glimpse of these spouts, but it slams back down, and it is not open.
No, crap! I rolled bad. Had to because I got a plus 11. Oh well. Well, can I still take an attack from here? Since that's in 2 actions.
Actually,
No.
the trying to disable a vice or open it is 2 actions. So you can move and do it, but that was your full move.
No, it's no problem. I was just going to maybe free up. Maybe it's fine. No problem.
Okay. All right. So does this thing do anything else?
I'll change my turn.
So, Shrika, you notice that the water now that was about 5 feet moved up about 15 feet. So now it's at 20 feet, and you have about 10 feet more to the top of this kind of sealed trapdoor. So you've got about 10 feet as you're hovering at the top of this water that's rising with you. So, Kyra, you are now up.
Okay, I shout out, "You take care of that kobold. I've got this." And I reach into my pack and grab the rope. Well, it's hanging off the pack. It's on the outside. Quickly tie it around myself.
Sorry, guys, I was trying to mess with the
and
map.
go towards where the trap is.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Can't see on the map where the actual trap is. So I'm going to.
Oh, sorry. Let me open that for you. I accidentally had it open to begin with, and I thought you guys saw it.
I did see it.
I thought somebody probably did.
I saw it on the combat tracker, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm like, God dang it. All right, so Kyra, you can either, again, try to pry open with an athletics check, or if you're trained in thievery, you can try to do that. So tell me what you'd like to do.
First, I just tried to heel kick it, see if that, because I imagine that it was opened by pressure.
Okay, so give me an athletics check, but give it to me with a -2.
So,
Say again.
in the tower or straight?
Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead and give it to me in the tower.
Might help if I haven't covered over the tower.
Yeah, I know it's in a weird spot. I'll have to move it next time.
The combat tracker over it.
All right, so it doesn't seem to move really at all. You kick it, and it seems really sealed shut right now. So is that 2 actions so far, or is that 3? Did you? What else did you do before you moved?
I moved, quickly grabbed the rope and tied it around my waist, and kicked the trap.
Yep, that would be.
My plan was to throw the other end to Mauricial and jump in.
Got it. Yep, that would be, since you interacted with the rope, you moved, and then you heel kicked. That would be your 3 actions.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. All right, so this warrior drops its sling on the ground, and then it pulls out its spear, and it tries to attack Fumbus. And it misses with its first action, or actually its first attack, and then it runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It runs down there and ends its turn.
Don't run away from me.
Yes.
I came here to talk originally. You guys tried to stab me. Actually kind of like knocked on the door and then threw a giant vial of acid in one of his buddy's face. But
right. Says, join your friend. Friend's having fun in pit. Join him.
In a sec.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. No! Holy shit. Yes, as you basically literally almost cut it in half with your dog slicer. I need to find an image of the dog slicer. I know I have one. But all right, so I'm going to keep you guys in combat, in turn order, since we have a party member. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, I didn't realize that it's smarter to keep us in combat, so I was just gonna like move back and start doing stuff. But it's not my turn, so yeah.
All right, Shrika, what do you do? So, do you want to keep trying to climb up? You got about another 10 feet to get to the top.
All right, yeah. I'm looking at the mechanism of the trap, at the bottom of the trap, to see if I can attack it and trip it so that the doors will open as I move higher up towards it. And
so yeah, I mean, as you look up towards the doors, I mean, you think you can try to force it open. Then it might be a challenge, but yeah, you definitely think you can. If you make it all the way up there, it's going to be a little bit hard to do it from inside, but you can definitely try to open it.
All right, yeah, I'll have one of my, since I'm not doing any attacking or anything like that, I'm going to pull one of my javelins out so I can reach higher and start working at it as I float towards it.
Okay.
At this point, is there anything I can do to help him get out?
Well, you can, like when it's your turn, you can do a help action. So you can definitely try to help. Like if you're working from the top and his working from the bottom, yeah, you can do a help action.
That's what I would like to do.
All right, so we'll kind of keep note of that, and then when it's back around to him and he tries to open, then you can definitely try to help him.
Thank you.
Yep, and give me 1 second. I want to show you guys something. All right, so this is a dog slicer. That's an image
Nice.
from the Pathfinder cards. I've got cards for all these, so pretty cool.
Oh,
I
that
can
is
cut wood too.
Yeah, there you go.
right.
All right.
It's awesome.
All right, so let's see. Are we back to the drowning pit? So the water comes up to the very top, and you will have to hold your breath before you begin drowning. I was really hoping Fumbus would go into this because that would have been kind of cool. Because you actually can hold your breath for almost forever, right?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's 25 minutes or some shit like that.
That's pretty cool. All right, so Kyra, you are up.
I try and set off this trap again. I'll give Mauricio the other end of the rope.
Okay.
Try and step on the trap, see if it'll open.
Okay. So, it definitely does not look like it's going to open unless it's forced. Now, I would say you can tell that based on trying to kick it. So, you're either going to have to try to force it open or use some kind of thieves' tools or something to open it up. But it's going to take a big effort.
I thought it was open. That's why I didn't try to open.
No. Remember, I was sorry. I said it was closed because the water started filling up. So it opened to drop him in, and then it closed back up, and the water started rising.
It's my fault.
Oh, no problem. So, Kyra, sorry. So you can definitely try, but you're pretty clear that you'll have to somehow really force it open or use thieves' tools to open it. So,
okay, this thing isn't tripping again. So, anyone got any other ideas?
Yes.
Anyone good at disarming traps?
Yes.
I could try again. I mean, I've got a pretty decent. I think the Gobbo can do it too, right?
did you say the Goblo?
I think Goblin can, and I know I've got a pretty decent thievery. I definitely would want to try again if I can.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try. Come on, big money.
Well, is Kyra, I'm sorry. I mean, Kyra's still, are you doing anything, Kyra, or do you want to? I know you're asking your parties, but it's still Kyra's turn.
I will try and see what I can do, but I don't expect. Kyra doesn't expect much.
Or you can hold your action and I think I think to hold it is 2, but you could hold it with Mauricio, and when you guys hear Shrika trying to open it, you could both try to help. It's up to you, but you could definitely do that as well. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. All right. So, Fumbus, you are up, and you can tell that both Kyra and Mauricio are getting ready to try to help force it open. But you get up there, and yeah.
I'll whip out my thieves' tools and try and make it easier for them to force open.
All right. So, Shrika, go ahead and you can make an athletics check, but do it with +5 as you do, in addition to whatever else you have. Add a +5 to your
All right.
athletics. Oh, and you just, man, it's really challenging, but as with all of you using all of your might, you're able to just force this open. As you all see you see Shrika like kind of shaking her head with the water just dripping everywhere, but you're able to force it open and keep it open, and you can certainly, your party members can help you climb out of the pit.
I chucked the rope in, so it gave us something to something to climb up.
And as she pulls herself out, she goes, "Glub glub! I feel like a merwoman."
Nice.
I pack the rope away again.
Okay. All right. So as you all are able to now kind of take a look at the room now that you're out of combat, you notice that there's a pair of intertwining staircases along the southern wall. And then you also notice lying in some piles, looks like some loose piles, against the wall to the north are some loose bags spilling over with links of copper wire, stones and gems, cogs, wheels, and other devices. And it looks like that's kind of more in the corner up here. And let's see, 1 second. Yeah, so let me know.
Much, Goblin?
Let me know what else you want to do.
I'll look around all the stuff that's in the room and pick up anything I think is worthwhile.
Okay, so as you're looking through, I assume as you're looking through the rest of the room, and assuming you're looking through the bodies of the kobolds as part of that search, you do notice that one of the kobolds has a potion, and given your experience with healing potions, you can definitely tell that this is a lesser healing potion. So I will find that parcel and put it in the party sheet if someone wants to grab it. 1 second.
Yep.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, Shriek is going to be looking up, making sure if they're in a courtyard or something, there's no enemies above, or if there's a ceiling, just checking that out, making sure there's no arrow holes, that type of thing.
Got it.
And yeah, Thomas will be replacing his potions that he threw. Just craft some new ones up.
Very nice. I like it. All right, that's in the party sheet. Let me know if it's not identified. Yeah, let me know if I need to identify. But somebody is welcome to grab it, but it's now in the party sheet.
I'm going to say my crazy barbarian friend could probably use it the most, but...
Yeah, up front, yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But I can always use it on someone else if we need it, so I'll take it, thanks.
All right.
All right, let's go check out these stairs. And like, we should rummage through those packs, see if they found any
Back.
of the stuff we were looking for. Right, because we're looking for documentation or anything else about our.
Drake, where's the line of sight? I need to do the line of sight.
Name. This is me.
There we go. No, I need to turn it on.
Karina Napsunar.
How do I turn on line of sight? Oh, hey, Rob. How do I turn on line of sight, guys? Isn't there a way to set visibility?
Karina Napsuna.
One second, guys. Remind me how to turn on the line of sight, because I want them to have line of sight as we get here. Play mode and hit the eyeball. Play mode. Bam. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It's interacting with the chat for a second. All right, so are we heading over the stairs, or go ahead? Thanks for the cheer bits, Rob, man. Appreciate it.
I tried dragging and dropping it into my actions tab. It doesn't seem like it's coded.
Oh, it won't be. So 1 second. Let me find you. Can you open the spells tab? Can you open that? Open the spells tab and look for it. Then you should be able to drag and drop it because there are parcels. Appreciate it, Rob.
I should have known that. Let me see if it works.
All right, so are you guys all climbing up through the to the next stone staircase? I see Stooner, but we don't have to move everybody there. Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to try to go, if it's okay, I'll go stealthy and scout ahead.
Absolutely not. Not acceptable. No, so remember, and I got to remember to tell you guys this. So you're kind of in exploration mode now. You're out of combat, so you can definitely go into stealth mode and give me a roll in the tower. And then if anyone else wants to do any of the other, if you want to keep your shield raised or weapon out, just tell me what you want to do as you're kind of walking up these stairs.
Yeah, I'll draw my scimitar.
Okay, sounds good. And let me move you guys.
I'll have my bow out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll have my bastard sword in hand.
Oh my God, we got deleted.
You got deleted, man.
Game over.
Hopefully this, well, I'm going to share it with you. I hope it shows the line of sight for you this time. Well, here we go. Does that show line of sight for you guys and just only the line of sight, or no? Does it show everything?
I see nothing but black darkness is what I see.
I see everything.
You see everything?
I don't
Yep.
see anything.
You don't. What am I doing wrong with line of sight here, guys? I bet the map doesn't have line of sight. Maybe. God damn it! I wonder if that's the case. Is they didn't build in line of sight to this. Drake, let me know what you think. But I think that's why. Shoot. All right. Well, it is what it is, I guess. But I bet it's because it didn't have line of sight, and I didn't realize that. That's too bad. All right. So, as a spiral staircase leads into this room, it opens into a barren stone room, and to the east, an open doorway leads to a mirrored room that is almost identical to the one you're in. Except that it leads into another room that gives off a strange eldritch glow through the open doorway. Yeah, I think that's right. Doesn't have line of sight, which is too bad.
All right, Shrika's going to take some cautious steps into the room.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh, totally fine. We just got you in the room. I'll give you the quick. There you go. That's what you see. All right, stand by 1 second. 1 second.
I'm lost in the darkness.
Yeah, she looks in one of the mirrors and goes, "Oh, this light is nice."
So, Mauricio, you don't see anything? I mean, you can't, because everybody else, I think, is seeing the whole map. Like, Stuner and Urash, what do you guys see?
I see the whole map.
I see the whole map.
Okay, but Mauricio, you don't see anything? I might have to do something if you don't see anything.
I see nothing. Nada.
Okay, 1 second. Let me delete you and then put you back on. 1 second. You're so stealthy you don't even see anything.
I don't see anything. I don't see any tokens. I don't see nothing.
Now I just put you back on from the combat tracker. Can you see now?
I see me, and that's it. See everybody else, but now I just see me.
Might have to send the map out to him again.
Yeah, that's. How about now?
I'll close it out. Send it out.
Okay.
What kind
That's
of BC
strange.
nonsense is this?
I know, right? And tell me once I'll send it back out to you.
Now it's perfectly fine.
All right, good. Strange.
I mean, I guess I can see rooms I probably shouldn't see from.
No, I know. We just realized that this doesn't have line of sight. I wish I would have known that or I would have built it myself, but it doesn't have line of sight, so you're going to see everything, unfortunately. So, okay. So yeah, you guys are in this room. So, and you can see a little kind of entryway to the right that appears, and tell me what you want to do from here.
I'm going to do some exploring. I see some bright lights.
All right, and as soon as you guys get there, you feel stones flying your way as these kobolds pop out and shoot stones at you. So give me 1 second. That they were waiting in the wings to hide from you.
We're trying to sell some cookies here. What is the deal?
Lanchard.
Jeez.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a shame the DM didn't prep this. It's a shame, but
yeah, it's a shame. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him. All right, so he pops out here. If I can find him.
Gwydion, at third level, barbarians get the deny it advantage, so I don't go flat-footed when it's a surprise attack.
What kind of
Me
bullshit?
Too.
Yeah, me too. Is it true? Do you?
Yeah.
All right, he had a crossbow out, so Fumbus, he shoots at you as you get there.
He said nothing, so he picked us, Rirash.
And he hits.
Yeah.
That's right.
DM choice.
And he does a little bit of damage as number 7 shoots at you. You find him. And he shoots a crossbow. And he hits. Wow.
Wow. Savage rolls.
All right. And this guy jumps out. And as they're doing this, they get an attack, and he misses. And after the first attack, you see them all run up to the north, out of sight. You get a quick surprise attack, and then they are running away from you.
As they're running away, I'm going to yell, I hope you like fire.
You hear, yark, yark! All right, 1 second. Busy combat tracker. Jesus. Can't find this guy. Oh, maybe, okay. Do you still see any of them?
Yep.
Just one against
4.
the back wall, yeah.
Yeah, Cobble Scout 4, I can see.
Dude, right here.
Yeah, all right. I can find him. There we go.
Hello, we've got your cookies.
Right? All right. So after they do that, then you all tell me what you'd like to do. So you can definitely tell that they've run away, or at least run up to the north.
I want to get to this corner and get a bead on them.
And I'm going to move sneaky.
Okay.
We still be sneaky. I don't know if what you want me to roll.
Yeah, please, in the tower.
Yep, got you.
All right, so you see these what look like runes lying all over the ground in front of you.
Are they glowing?
Yes, they are all glowing these the colors that you see in front of you on the map.
Kyra, you're
Much needed, Kyra.
yes.
You can have Bumbus burn them.
I walk up and take a look at them.
Okay.
Step forward to there. And just take a look at the whole room.
Okay. So yeah, you see what clearly appear to be some type of runes that are covering the floor. Yeah, so you're not quite sure. I mean, obviously they look magical to you. And let's see. Everyone give me a search check in the tower.
Where would search be?
It should be on your tab, in your skills tab. And if it's not, let me check it. No, it's not, is it?
No, can't see it.
Huh. Maybe it's on. Yeah, stand by 1 second. Give me a perception check in the tower. Okay. All right. So you guys, I mean, you're looking at these, but you can't quite understand. You obviously think there's some type of summoning runes, but you really don't know much about them. You think, you think there's possibly a way to, disable them, but it's really you're really not sure how to do that. Without like Kyra, you think that it's possible that with the appropriate thievery check, somebody might be able to erase the runes without setting them off, but you think it might be pretty challenging. And you might.
Is there
you
any
yeah,
pattern to the footsteps? Like, I'm assuming there's dust and shit around this place is old.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's. Yeah,
you want to find traps, but looking for,
You actually don't, believe it or not, you don't see any regular pattern on these at all.
Does it look clean, like magically clean?
No, it's just it doesn't. It just looks like, I mean, you see steps that kind of go through the entire area.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. To know a certain pattern. Okay, I got you.
Guys, I'm good at blowing shit up. I'm at a loss to do with magical shit though, like this.
Well, can either me or Fumbus assist each other and do a really good detect traps or something? Maybe something we can find something hidden. I'm an elf as well, so
You guys can look closely and just tell me, where you want to look, how you want to look, what's, exactly what squares you want to look at, and yeah, just let me know.
Okay, so you want to do like a 5-foot area kind of thing.
So we can assume the kobolds know the secret to crossing this because they're not in the room. So it must be something they can do pretty quickly if they ran right through it, right?
Yeah, Ben, good point.
I'll try a quick kobold shriek like we heard him with that Mars attack.
How much can I search in one area? 5 foot, 10 foot, 20, whatever you tell me.
You can do 10 feet.
All right, so that I want to move. I guess I'm gonna move. Well, I want to check these 2 squares.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look for any traps or anything, so I can at least find a way for us to proceed into the room so far.
So what are the 2 squares? Are you saying the one right in front of Fumbus and the one to his right, or which 2 are you talking about?
The 2 that have the lines in them. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay. Stand by. All right. I mean, they're glowing with runes, but you don't notice anything else with them.
All right. Well, I'm going to be brave and step on this one right here.
Okay.
And then I want to kind of look over at the other 2.
Quick question: when the kobolds, we saw them running out of the room, did we see the light flicker out as they were exiting? Me and Fumbus.
What do you mean the light flickering out?
Like the runes turned off while they left the room because the light it's emanating went out for a second as they exited.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So those there.
Oh, sorry. So the same thing. I mean, you notice the runes, but that's all you see.
Well, I'll tell the party so far these two plain areas, and I'm standing on one of them, is pretty safe. I don't see anything funky with the ones with the glowing runes, but I've not stepped on them to test that theory. So
Can't
all I
we
can
go
guarantee is
downstairs, pick
Yep.
up the bodies of one of the kobolds, and chuck it on one of those coloured squares to find out what it does?
that I do.
Yeah, I'd stand out of the way and watch that happen.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, Kyra. Once again.
Okay.
I'll go off to find a body. Nearest
All right.
one.
I'll help you too. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. You can grab one and find it. And so, yeah. So tell me what square you want to put the body on, or how you're doing this.
I think it'd be easier to go for the green one in front of me, and as I do, I kind of half step back a little bit just in case, and I wait till
Yeah,
I
I'm
move
getting
out the way as
fundus.
well.
Okay.
Heave ho. Whew.
So, okay, sorry. So the one right in front of you, can point to which square you want to put it in?
That's where, but I'm not moving to it. It's just to show you where I want to throw the body.
Got it. And you can always right-click and click on a square and then click pointers and then draw an arrow if you want to. But yeah, I got it. So, okay. So you throw the body, or you place the body, however you do it, on dang it, you can't hold it. Why is it not letting me drag it? There we go. Right there, and it kind of plops on it with a loud plunk, and nothing happens.
Okay, can you share the map with me again? It seems to have disappeared. Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird, but yep.
All right, should we just do it? Just run straight across as fast as you can.
Yeah. Step on
So-
the ones that don't have runes.
Yeah, I go the zigzag pattern on the blank ones.
Okay, so show me kind of how you're doing it, and just like draw your patterns so I can see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll tie a rope around him before he does that so we can pull him back if we need to.
Drag
Okay,
them across
so-
all the
That's very rough.
So Kyra, as you step on that square in between, as you step on that square, you see, and let's see, is there anything on the map? I can't tell where these are.
Uh-oh.
This thing, and everybody can roll initiative, as this thing appears out of the air, out of nothing, and is ready to attack. All right. Going to initiative order. Fumbus, you are up first as you see your friend step on something and you see this thing appear out of nowhere.
Yep. Like, all right, well, we're doing this the hard ways, guys.
And as you step there, you see another creature form right above you.
All right. I was still swinging at the imp, though.
Sounds good. This is kind of a hard combat to... I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Guys, my blade did nothing. I'm scared now.
Stand by 1 second. So, and Stooner, you guys do know, just as an FYI, that that doesn't necessarily mean they're immune, but it could mean that your damage wasn't high enough that they might have some type of resistance, just as an FYI. But they could be immune, but it doesn't mean that they necessarily are. All right.
That's fair. Or extra hit points or some shit.
Right,
I guess that'd be
exactly.
absorbed.
So this thing, opens its mouth and breathes fire.
Oh no!
On both of you, both Thumbus and Kyra.
Acid.
All right, and if I can find it.
I don't mind fire.
Why isn't it coded? What kind of bull? Yeah, I'm gonna have to read this because it's not coded. So give me both. Yeah, give me reflex saves, both Kyra and Thumbus.
In the tower or out in the open?
No, you can do it in the open. Okay, so you both save, which means you take half damage. And I know this may be even different for you, Stooner, so give me 1 second to roll this. So it should be 7. It should be 3 points of damage, but Stooner, do you take any of that?
I don't know. I have resist fire 1. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you take 2. So that means the first point is nothing. So, okay, so you get 2. So let me give this to you guys. So you have 8, and then Kyra has 3. And you both have persistent damage. So give me 1 second. All right, so stand by. If all works as intended, I don't think that's going to do anything to you, Stooner. It's 1d4, so it might. One sec. Sorry, it wasn't coded. I didn't realize some of this wasn't coded. All right. So done with that, and that is its action. And we are down to Shrika.
All right, she is going to
A lot of stuff in this combat, guys. Sorry, stream, if I'm being a little slow.
So we've got
Janky.
Yeah. So we've got 3 strange creatures now on the board.
And as you step on that, Shrika, another thing summons.
More the merrier.
Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe we have as much as we can.
That's
1
in
second.
there. My bad. Goblin. I'm telling you what, ice and fire, sling that acid.
No, that's it. I get that's it. You've never mind. You've triggered what you can trigger, so it looks like to me that's everything that you're going to have. So go ahead.
All right, I put flat-footed on him because he's flanked.
Okay. All right, and you hit. Oh, wow. And it does. You do kill it with that final blow.
Nice.
All right, that is all of my actions between the rage and the move and the attack.
All right.
I moved there. I don't know.
You don't know what?
If I've got sneak attack on this guy or not from where I was back there around that wall. I don't know if I do or not.
I would say no, you don't.
Okay.
Because that's the kind of GM I am.
That's fine,
I'm
buddy.
just kidding.
Fine. If I can find what I'm doing here. I don't know why they don't just leave notes at the very bottom on all these different rule sets. Just make notes, the last tab.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. Boom. That's a hit.
Yes, it is.
That'll be it for me.
All right. Stand by.
I thought did I change my turn? I think I did, didn't I?
Oh, you did? Yeah. So.
Okay. Weird. It's not showing anything. I guess I'm used to looking at it from a DM side where it shows like whatever. But yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So this thing runs out from the top, and it has a crossbow ready that it fires at Shrika. And it misses, but it's going to use its inspiration to roll again. I'm just kidding. But then it pops back out of sight. You can still see it because of the damn, oh well.
Yeah.
Now can you see it? You don't, right? Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I can still see
So, oh, you can?
Oh yeah, it's right in front of me.
Oh,
It's gone for me.
oh, I meant the kobold. Sorry.
Oh,
Yep. There we go. Kyra, you are up, and so you know at least one of the kobolds popped out, fired a crossbow, and popped back. So, you know you got this thing in front of you as well as possibly the kobolds up above you.
I'll look at the sorry, headset cable getting in the way.
And one thing to keep in mind that I think it's going to trigger after the end of the round, but let me show you a condition real quick. Okay, so you have, and you know that you're going to take this persistent damage at the end of your turn. So you're going to take it first, and then after that, you can do a DC 15 flat check to see if you can recover. And you or an ally can help you recover with kind of like a specific activity, and that might be patting yourself down or something. So I guess what I would say, I'm not sure if this is exactly how it works, but if you want to use 2 actions, you will take the persistent damage, but when you go to run your flat check, or actually, you can do it immediately, I'm sorry. You can actually do that if you want before. So like if you want to try to do a flat check immediately, it'll take 2 actions and you need to do a DC 15, but you could try to do it before you take the damage, or you can just take the damage and you'll get a flat check after. So it's up to you.
Okay, I'm guessing this damage is from fire, is it?
Yes, it is.
Because I'm on fire. I take out my water skin and pour it over myself to put the fire out.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a plus. I'll give you a +1 for that, or actually, I'll give you a +2 for that. So go ahead and give me just a flat check, which means roll a d20, but add a +2 modifier to it, and it's just a flat check. So yeah, it doesn't automatically give it to you, but if you do something like that, that should really help. Ooh.
Ew.
So you're trying, but it just did not work. So that did take 2 actions as you're dousing yourself with water, but you're still on fire and you have 1 more action. And you will get another flat check after you take damage, by the way. So, but you have 1 more action.
I cast guidance on the goblin, Fumbus.
Nice.
Okay.
Good move.
Status bonus, yeah. On target, it's +1 status bonus on 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
That's awesome because that's, just 1 action spell, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Did you target him and add the effect?
Doing it now.
Perfect. Now, if I coded this right, it should do the damage to you after, but we'll see what happens. But when you pass your turn, if not, I'll do it manually.
I think I did it right.
Yeah, it looks like it's applied to him.
I'll say just pass my turn.
All right, so it rolled the damage. You took 3 damage, and it automatically did the flat check. So I guess because you also did the water in addition to that, you passed your check, so you are no longer on fire. But you did take a little bit of damage from it as you finished patting yourself off.
Cool.
All right, so then you see this guy jump out from behind the wall, and he kind of scans quickly and sees Shrika in his field of view. So he already has his crossbow out, and he's firing at you, and he hits.
Sit duck.
And then he runs back.
Really? Quitting?
Hell yeah, man.
Level 3.
That's right. All right. And you see another one jump out. Yark! Yark! But this time he sees Kyra, and he quickly targets Kyra and misses and runs back. And we got one more, the 4th. Tries to do the same. But he remembers where Shrika is, so he's targeting Shrika. Hit the wrong guy. This guy.
Yeah, 18 AC's not helping me much.
It's just a bad day.
Oh, damn it.
There we go.
All right.
Teach him to pick on you.
That's right. Miss it.
All right,
Miss it.
Fumbus, you're up.
I'm gonna attempt to put myself out. I have a bonus that my people are used to being on fire all the time, so it's a DC 10.
Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, it is.
very good. So you are out, so let me take that off you.
Nice. And you can still do an attack, right?
That was
And
2, so yeah, you still have 1 more action.
Oh, that's 2 actions?
Yeah, it's 2
Okay,
actions to try that, but you have 1 more action.
Roll good.
Acid flask.
Come on, crit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was almost there.
That
Oh
was-
my
I
God.
saw it.
20.
I just had to nudge it just a bit, but
Right.
that was
that
nice.
will be my turn. And I'll laugh at this thing. I'm like, fire? Come on, man. Do you not see me?
Right? All right, so I guess it kind of realizes that fire didn't work quite as much, so it's just going to try to bite you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say its days are numbered. I realized that.
Holy shit. And
Wow. Jaws of death.
you did resist a little bit of that, so that was its first attack.
It's got goblin
it's gonna-
slicer.
It's going to try to bite you again.
That hurt like a lot.
Oh, critical
There
miss.
you go.
And
Yeah, he
then
bites his own foot.
it'll do one final time. That's all it can do. Or actually, is it going to fly? Would it fly? Yeah, you know what? It probably. I'll say that it flies right up here. What was that?
How high off the ground is it?
Oh, did it already have acids on it?
It
Yeah.
did, yep.
Ah, son of a
Yeah.
bitch! I should have tried to pat it. Oh well, nicely done.
Nice. Take that damage.
I'm coming for you, man. All right, Shrika.
Is he reachable in melee at the Hades at?
Yeah. He's only like 5 or 10. Yeah, he's fine.
All right, I'll move there.
And do me a favor, Shrika, before you attack it, and I didn't notice it before, because he's like all covered in smoke, like he's this like smoky method that's flitting around. So he's got what's called the concealed condition, and all that means is you have to roll a d20 flat check. As long as it's above a 5, then you can go ahead and roll your attack. If it's less than 5, then you can't even target it. All right, so you're good.
All right, awesome.
Slay the beast.
2 attacks with the bastard. Second.
Need one hit. There we go.
All right. And it bursts
All
into
right.
flame and does like I think 10d20 or something. But
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
snap.
So it is gone. Very nice.
To
That's
these
a good level.
freaking kobolds, I'm going to
Yeah, I know. Dancing in and out.
turkeys.
I am going to follow their path because I don't trust anything else.
Okay.
So I'll move to. If I follow him, can I get up there next to him?
Yeah, because you have 35 feet movement, so it'd be 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you can get up there.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tiptoe through there and get the next to Shrika. That's it for me.
Okay, hang on while you do that. I just want to, because you do see, so I'll just show them for everybody, but you'll see this one. You find him.
Yeah, Shriek is yelling, "Come on!"
You can see that one. That's just the only one you can see. You expect there's more, but that's what you can see right now.
It just occurred to me. You know what they ought to do? They ought to put the numbers of the tokens in front of the name. You know?
What do you mean?
Some of the, well, you always have to hunt and see which one you're looking at because it's so long. The names are, you know?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And
Numbers fine.
the other reason too is I have one of my font extensions that I updated for FGU. But yeah.
They should design like a little place in the combat tracker, like on the left, where it just has the number by itself. That would be wicked.
Right.
Always running that problem. Anyway, okay, so we see the guy.
Right in the combat tracker, and it'll expose their names a little better the wider you get.
Can I fire at him?
Fire who?
Well, I mean, I moved up, but I still have technically 2 actions.
Oh, sorry. I thought you passed your turn. I thought you were done. Yeah. You see him, and
An enemy there.
yeah, you
Sorry.
can see him. You can just do a -1, and because it's a little bit of a hard corner, but you can. Yeah, let me move it back up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not trying to keep the combat going. I know it's getting late, but I just, we could, whatever you want.
No,
to do.
and we'll definitely probably pass. If you guys want to finish this combat, and I think we'll pick it up next time if that works for everybody. Yep, you hit him.
Yep.
Ooh. Slams into him.
Oh, that's a miss. Now I'll move, change my turn.
All right, Kyra.
No, I'm going to follow the same path.
Okay.
And pull my microphone out the socket.
Uh-oh.
Whatever path it was.
That's fine. I mean, I'll trust that you knew where you were going, so you're fine.
second. I'm just going to read something.
Sure. Let me know if you guys want to get to the bottom of the round, and we can pause it there because it could take, I don't know how much longer, but if you want to go through this whole round, then we can pause it there if you want.
I'm thinking about my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I can't really cast it around the corner, can I?
Let me look at it again.
Because I would have to see the enemy, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, you can cast it wherever, but yeah, I think you're going to have to see, where it is and where it goes. So you could certainly cast it and have it ready, and then you'll have to concentrate on it to keep it going. And so you could cast it with a 2-action spell, and then you can probably move it, I assume, when it comes to your turn.
Yeah, I'll cast it ahead of me. Give the kobold something else to think about.
Okay.
Can Maricel say move to the right?
Do you want it like a certain place, or does that work up there?
Want to move it to there?
Can you grab it out of curiosity? I'm just curious. Can you target it or no? You might not be able to.
Yep.
I can grab it.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, I'll move it. But yeah, in the future, if you want, you can move it. So perfect. All right. And is that your turn, Kyra?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, so this guy jumps out here and see Shrika, crossbow. Oh, I was going to say that had to be a hit, but it's a miss. Why is it minus? Oh, why was he at? Shouldn't have been minus 10, but oh well. All right, that first one missed, and he reloads, and that's his turn between the movement, the firing, and the reload.
Natural barbarian intimidation when I yelled, "Come on!"
Plus, he's got the spiritual weapon behind him to think about.
That's
as well.
right. And that doesn't occupy a space, so I think he can move through it, but he'll move through there, and he'll try to attack. Can't reach Kyra. He does see Mauricio, so he does fire at Mauricio. That's a hit. All right, and he reloads, and that is the end of the round. It might take a while, so do you guys want to... It's probably a good time to pause, because we got a lot left, so if you guys are good, we'll break this into... I'm sure we could finish in a second session, but does that work for everybody?
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
I could use a pause.
I don't have any games planned on Saturdays for at least a couple months, so sure.
I think I can do another next Saturday, but I'll confirm with you guys in the next 2 days. But yeah, let's do that. Let's pause it. And this one was just, I thought we could get through it, but just more combat in this one. But that was fun. I appreciate you guys playing.
Yeah, it's going to be level 3, yeah.
I finally took damage.
You did?
Kind of scary.
Nice. Well, cool. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good weekend, and I hope you can enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I'm going to chat with the stream for a minute or two, and then we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me,
Cheers for the
gentlemen.
game.
Appreciate it.
And you get the MLK holiday on Monday. Happy holidays.
Oh, yeah. I am not off, but yes, everyone else too.
Great week.
Well, thanks, guys, in the stream.
See you all later. Thank you.
So, see ya. Sure. I always never know how to pronounce your name, but thanks, guys, for coming by. And again, we're playing Flames of Rebellion. Hopefully, we can play it again next week, next Saturday. Say Flames, and it's a PF2 one shot. You can find it on Paizo and using Sirenscape. So, hope everybody enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys coming down on a Saturday morning. And thanks for the bits, Babunski. Thanks, Babunski. Thanks, guys. Hope you come by next Saturday if we can do it again. If I miss anything during my games and you guys notice it, let me know. But have a great Saturday, guys. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.